All right. I think we are rocking and we are rolling. It's Thursday night arena time. Best time in the world. We've got that going. Let me just double check. We've got our live chat on YouTube. We've got Twitch. We've got TikTok. Let's go. Streaming from all three here. Thanks everybody who's hopped on already. Just surprisingly a couple people checking out streams, so we're going to be doing some more standard. Because why not? Standard's actually fun right now, and I got to get some of those daily wins. But I think we're not going to start with ranked. We're going to go right in standard, and we're going to have some more fun. Let's actually do some artifacts. There's definitely ways I want to warm this deck up and things from the Hobbit I want to put in, but I haven't quite settled on where we're going yet. So let's see. Let's see what we can do with this nonsense. And already we've got to beat up Pinkie Pie. I feel awful about that. Which we got pretty good opening hand. Pretty solid here. The goal of this deck is to basically make as many artifacts and hope we don't get board wiped. So we'll go ahead and keep that because turn one we can get the Spring Leaf out and that gets some early mana for us. They've got a swamp, so it's probably some flavor of Dimir or Sultai. Either of those things. It's Deceit right on turn two because they don't want me to have what I need to win the game here. But I do have two Ravenous Robots. Getting rid of the Pinnacle would be what I would do, but I don't think they know how my deck works. Improvised also is basically the game-ending combo piece here, especially if it's on Fugitive Droid. So we'll see which one of these things they end up going with. Nope. Okay, they figured out what they should have taken. And then sadly, we're probably going to get hit with removal next turn, but if we don't, we can start swinging for a little bit of damage. Probably going to see a Bitter Triumph. Okay, so this lends credence to what I'm expecting here. They've got Duress. All right, so we have one turn with a slight reprieve. We could just go swinging, but I think we're gonna get a little greedy. We're gonna get a little bit greedy. They've got two open. Yep, there's the Hex. But that still gives us enough mana to bring out the Cavalry. Boom. Cheers, love. The Cavalry has arrived. All right, so we've got a solid 5 artifacts on board. Improvised Arsenal is going to give us another 5. They're triumphing. They're trying to stop what we're doing here, but they're already going to get hit. Oh, okay. So we need the red and we need it bad. So we're gonna sadly not get the assault robot. We're gonna put that on the actual body. And we will swing for 9. We're gonna hit with the Deadly Cover-Up this turn, but if we get lucky... No, we're not getting hit with the Deadly Cover-Up. I think this is just GG, unless they've got something real nasty. They could Bitter Triumph to the Cavalry, but then I still place it onto another one. They've got 2 open, so they could Triumph. They could shoot the Sheriff. They could... I mean, that just gets rid of the Assault Robot and game. Hey, there we go. First win, first game. Let's keep it going. That was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just need to do that another 11 times today. No biggin'. Hopefully everybody is having a good time. Did not get to play any Paper Commander yet, so I might do some Brawl a little bit later today just to get it out of my system as well. Although I really want to there's been a lot of decks that I haven't built in Paper yet that I've been meaning to, so hopefully that's also on the docket this weekend as well. Could be doing it right now, but you know what? Felt like a nice time to get on stream. This is not the best start here, but I'm going to turn to robots. Oh, nope, never mind. It's a pretty good one. So, the droid will let us... we can pay a blue, sack it to counter a spell that targets a creature artifact. So we can keep robots around for a little bit. We also have unblockable with the fugitive droid. And right now, all I'm seeing is some form of Rakdos. I'm assuming goblins. Oh no, they are going for that new one. I love that. But you know what? We're just going to show our hand here. We're going to show them what the gimmick of the deck is. Hey buddy, eat 7 damage. So we do have double blue because we do have an island and or mountain. There is Smough. Yeah, Smough. Smough's going to get them some dragons. Smough is going to try to drag this game out, but Smough is tapped. So I really don't know what the end game here is. Yes, but why are we tapping that for it? Boom. Okay. Get a robot. Get more robot. Okay, and then we could Krang up, or we could get aggressive. Here's the problem. So if we do that, we don't have enough, and we're only going to draw 2 off the Krang. So we're going to equip. We're going to take advantage while the advantaging is good and hit him for another 9. And he's got the Saga, so he hits the 4th. He makes the 6/6. He is rolling in a ridiculous amount of mana. He can also draw some cards off Fountain Port if he's that desperate. But honestly... this is where, unless he's got a board wipe or a bunch of removal, I'm not really too concerned because he's sitting at 3. Okay, all right, paid full cost. We're still at 4 and he's at 3. So I'm not dead, but if Sephi Boy here swings, it is not going to go too good. So that's really what you're going to be running into. Yeah, man, he passed there. We're going to go ahead and do that. So he held up his end of the bargain. I think now's the time to draw. And get rid of that. We could swing in for a little bit of chip damage. 4 attackers. He does have to block all of them. No, he's not doing nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. Nothing at all. No, really? That's how he wants to do that. Okay. And we'll go ahead and end turn. Okay. So right now there is 10 damage on board. The one thing that's really kind of not making me have a clear victory here is the lack of Pinnacle Emissary. Hey, thanks so much, Hume BTY over in Twitch. I appreciate that. We're going to see here what they're going to do. They've got 3 in hand. They are swinging. They're going to have a lot of treasure, though. A lot. Don't know why it's taken so long to pass here. Do they have any sort of direct damage? They might got me. They might have it. So that classic red removal may do the trick here. No, they're drawing a card. They're digging. They've got 2 5-mana open, so if they have some sort of board wipe, they got me. Like a deadly cover-up would be very annoying right now. Nope, that's it. Hellkite. I do appreciate them bringing Smog out, though. It was nice to play against Smog. And a Graduation Day. That is a fun card. That is 2-0 tonight with artifacts. Love to see that. Max spot 3,000. Mana is awful here, but I'm greedy. I'm very greedy. We're not playing ranked. We're just having a good old time. Not seeing any of my 1 costs, so I'm a little bit perturbed about that. Oh, there we go. You know what? Yes. Get some bodies on the board. Loki. I was expecting Merfolk, but here we are. Warp and Pinnacle. And we're only going to put down the Improvised Arsenal. We're not going to equip it. We are going to swing with both because we really... he's not going to trade the Loki there. That would be goofy. That would be the silliest thing. And unless he's got a way to deal with the drone is going to get very, very chunky next turn. Oh, swinging with Loki and keeping up a lot of mana. So we're going to first equip this and see what happens. No. No counter spell. Okay. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. But he did end up playing... I mean, still has 7 cards in hand, so I'm not too confident here. He's pretty confident, so he's probably got another Werefox. He has white, white, blue open. But we can go ahead... Oh, Doom doesn't work. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, try to get him to play another Werefox. Aang. He's really going to airbend a Gingerbread Man. I think it's going to win too. Yeah. So I can definitely bring out one of the Krangs. He's probably got another Loki in hand, so that's to be expected. But you know what? The mana rests for nobody. He's got the other Loki open is the problem. So we're gonna try to just dunk him out. No, no more lies. Yeah, I really just don't think we're A, not really playing this that well, and B, he's got everything he needs in hand, so I don't think we're gonna have a good time. Seam Rip. Is there anything in his deck that is not removal? That is the real question. Is there a reason for me to do this? No. There's not at all. Just felt good. Just felt good. All right, back on in with some Krang action. Let's go. Okay, so this is a lot nicer. We've got a lot more of the things that actually matter here. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Castle Doom out. And it seems counterintuitive when we've got Pinnacle to just go and get Pinnacle out. But there's there is definitely a reason for that. So we can go ahead... Pinnacle, warp in Pinnacle. Go ahead, warp in Pinnacle. Double Pinnacle. And we're going to go ahead and tap one of those. Boom. Let's go. Got a little bit of Pinnacle spam. Doesn't hurt nobody. Problem, though, is we don't have a lot of draw, so I may have to end up using my own Soul Guide Lantern for myself. But you know what? That's a risk I'm willing to take. Which we could go ahead... And we're just going to swing with these three for now. If he has something with haste that's less than a 3/3, we're going to have a good time. Oh, Gold Saucer. No monies. No human monies. Go ahead and sack it. Paying the one from the Emissary. Yes. There. Ooh, this is what we're talking about. Okay. So we can go ahead. We can warp. We have 3, so go ahead and just play that for its warp cost. Let's go. And we'll go ahead and tap our warped in Emissary for the droid. All right, this is some math at its finest. I'm guessing whoever I'm playing really likes Final Fantasy. Yeah, they do be fire crystalling all over the place here. Yeah, see, if I would have had improvised arsenal right now, this would have gone a lot more dangerous. But you know what? We're just gonna... Boom. Yeah. And Golden Saucer once again reminds me of the #1 sin from playing Pokemon TCG, don't ever rely on coin flips. You know, there's been some fun Commander stuff I've seen where you can rig your coin flips, like with Will and I know House, not House. I'm trying to remember which Kark and a few others where it's like, yeah, you're eventually going to get your value even on failed flips. So there's ways to manipulate your flips, but if you're just putting a land out there hoping to get heads, not really the best strat. All right, so we've got Armor Wars, Spring Leaf, Ginger Brute. We're kind of rocking here. We're gonna do a little bit different than I normally do because I just want to punch. If it's Orzhov equip, oh, Maze Mind. All right. Ooh, okay. So here's where it's a little bit of a pain because I really want to get that Hydra Assault Robot out. You know what? We're just gonna risk it because they are tapped out and they're gonna be trying to draw for a little bit is what's gonna happen because they've got the tome. I've never seen anyone not play Maze Mind Tome without them spending the first two turns of the game just trying. Yep, see, and they're leaving mana up, but you know what? This is we're gonna go ahead and risk this here. Ravenous. And then we're gonna Spring Leaf. And then they do have white, so split up is probably very likely. No, nothing at all is very likely. Not a single diddly thing. Well, that was going to be fun to play with too, but you know, Wickerfolk Indomitable. I love Aether Drift, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun doing pre-release for Aether Drift. I think vehicles are still slept on. I love Tails and Commander. Tails and Commander is hilarious. All right, we Drummond, we got a droid. I think we're in a good shape because we're gonna start with the droid here. Start with the droid. Hey, let's go. We bring in Doom. We go ahead, we flash in, warp in Pinnacle Emissary. Big in the drum. Boom. And we pray we hit our land drop next turn. Love those Black Lotus sleeves. Yes, Steam Vents. Let's go. Paying some life. That's what we can do here. We can Ravenous. Waiting for some sort of counter spell to drop. He's thinking about it, but either way, yep. Okay. Go ahead and tap Ravenous because we're going to hit just for a paltry 2 this turn. Okay. Yeah, so we've got Wasp. Hold back. Hold back. If Wasp does attack, I've got the drone. I mean, they've clearly have some sort of combat shenanigans, but at least, yeah, at least I'm getting them to use it. And they're not really getting damage, so, you know, I don't... yeah, that's what we'll do. Say, is it a second Wasp? Are we gonna run to the legend rule here, buddy? Gonna legend it up a little bit? Because that's been the one thing that I've noticed hating. Yep, say they need. They really like Marvel. But that's the one thing I've noticed with with all the legendaries in Marvel is it makes any of the ones that have good ETB or static abilities, it makes them a real pain in the booty. Yeah, and they're gonna counter again, but once again, I'm just trying to get all the mana out of their hand, so something like Spider-Woman doesn't come down and ruin my day. And this will deal a good amount of damage off of Hydra Assault Robot. And we do not want to... I mean, that is lethal. If they don't block, they have to block Ravenous in order to stop lethal, or they have to do some combat tricks. If I see a second Werefox, today... Ah, okay. Yep, that'll keep them alive. Old Cappy and old Spider-Man, they're getting the Avengers together on me. Which we're gonna go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can block 3. I mean, that's just lethal. That's game. That's how math works. That is in fact how math works. We have successfully done math on this evening. And you know, sometimes that's my biggest complaint about Magic the Gathering, is that math is in fact involved in the game. I just want to turn cards sideways, and I swear I'm not a green player. I swear green is my least favorite color in Magic the Gathering. Yet it doesn't stop me from just turning cards sideways, you know? Someday I'm going to hit that Armor Wars. And I do hit Armor War. I was just that powerful, I guess. Didn't even need to play a single card. And Venus Torn Between Worlds. The Ninja Turtle we do not talk about existing. Whatever you do, do not talk about Venus de Milo, the fakest of all Ninja Turtles. Yeah, she's, I remember showing that show to my young son, just thinking that I failed as a parent because he really didn't need to know about Venus existing. I have nothing wrong with them making a woman turtle. I love that. I wish we had an all-woman Ninja Turtle team, but Venus is just, very much the lore there. I don't know if we have any live action Turtles TV show aficionados in the house right now, but oh gosh. And she was so overpowered. And I feel obligated to rant about turtles here because I am playing a de facto turtle deck. I may have gotten a little bit of Marvel in there, but yikes. That thing is so nasty for 3 mana. I hate to see that. Yeah, so we'll go ahead. At this point, we're just playing a numbers game. He is gonna wail on me a little bit here, but you know, we're gonna do some damage. We're gonna do just a skosh. Just a skosh. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, what do you even do when this thing just keeps making... You put out Ride the Shrew Puff, but nastier. That's what you do about it. And you make it a 4. You make it a 4. Which, it's hard right now because if he just swings, I just can't... No? Alright, I'll draw 2 and put up a decent enough blocker. That's what I'll do. That was a little bit out of left field here. I at least have a way to deal with the warg now. So... Oh, I had a way to deal with the warg. Joke's on him. No, we're not going to attack. We are going to let whatever happens here, even though he's going to hit me for 10, 11 at least. And that's right, it can't attack unless you control 2 or more wolves. All right, so I can slowly drain him for life each turn. There is a secret hack to do that here, and that is literally just block this thing with 2 creatures every turn. Let's go ahead and do that to start with, because we only need 2 blue. We just need 2 blue. Because we're going to try to put Krang back out. We're basically going to try to outvalue his wolves because he only has 2 cards in hand left. If he's got another Coral, he'll probably throw that. Yeah. And this way we're putting him on a clock, roughly, because of these 2 Hydra Assault robots. A single Armor Wars will single-handedly just wreck whatever he's planning. So we're gonna start with that. We've got him down to 10. We're just gonna chump all the way down, other than the Chief Warg. We're gonna put a robot and a Krang into the Warg. Oh, okay. So next turn, it's going to be hard not to Armor Wars, but we have, yeah, he did the math. Okay. He did the math. Let's go. Why can't my ranked games be like this? Would be real nice. What are you gonna do? Go on to the next one. Good old Casey Jones action. All right. You know, there are only, I think, 18 or 19 lands in this deck because I like to live dangerously. We're gonna see if this is safe enough. We're gonna just give this a college go here. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna poke out the eyes of that little creature there. Spin our shield. Oh, no. All right. This is what I was worried about. Check out this guy ramping over here. Not really ramping, but yeah, we're going to try. We're going to come off Innocuous here. We're going to make them a little bit scared of the Impact Tremor's capacity. He's going to start off with some Kithkin, which, you know, whatever, dog. Okay, and we've got 3. You know what? We'll start here. There's no point in putting out the Pinnacle yet. We're gonna at least make him, because this way we have lethal on a Johnny next turn if he can't put up another blocker. Okay. So he's probably gonna tick down a Johnny by 2. All right. For a moment, I thought that this good old stream safe music, I thought it was I thought it had lyrics, but then no, I realized it's just a Johnny talking. It's just a Johnny getting real happy about existing. You think you've got a lot of 1-1s? Let me tell you, buddy. I've got I've got more 1-1s than you can 1-1. I'll 1-1 the hardest. You can keep politically triumphing over me here with your little not hobbits. All right, your little psychic hobbit boys from Lorwyn. Ooh, we can beat the drum, which is enough to get Krang out. If we put that out, that will drop Krang down to 1 blue blue, 1 blue blue, 1 blue blue. Yep, got it. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. Drop the Krang. Boom, we got to tap our minion about it. Draw a good 4 off of Krang, and then we're gonna just poke. You can -2 a Johnny down to kill the drone, though. You can do that. To unalive the drone, you can actually -2. Uh-oh. They big boys now. That was definitely a misplay. Should have made the Kithkin first. Or... Alright, so you can seam rip probably the improvised arsenal, but I think he's going to try to stop me from ramping. Okay, good. So he knows what's up. Alright, we're going to shock that in for real, and then we are going to get some air superiority over. Does that leave us? That does leave us with double blue. Which we can go and swing first. We're going to... Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Would have been a lot nicer to have Hydra Assault Robot here during all of that shenanigans. He can take out Ravenous if he just does the right thing and lets Johnny go to the afterlife. Yep. Okay. That was fun. And, oh, I didn't even see what card it was. I gotta get a new mouse. Got a very old Corsair. It's still a very nice Corsair, but I've been eyeing that Night Sword version 2 that Corsair has out for just a while now. The one with the Stream Deck button on it for the virtual Stream Deck. Especially if I'm planning on streaming, you know? Makes a little bit of sense. Just a bit. Versus the Garden. All right. This can get a little bit bad with activated abilities, but you know, we've only really got our equipment for that. Let's get greedy. Sometimes that one damage literally is the game ender. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to turn 3. Because I think what we're going to angle for is getting Krang out as early as possible. We've got some flavor of either Sultai. Oh, okay. Or not. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Warpity Warp Warp. Put that in. That way we get 3 artifacts out of the equation. All right, and we've got a 2-cost Krang, barring any sort of mass removal. Split Up is on the table since they do have white in the deck. Deadly Cover Up will be a little bit. What color are they picking for? They picked white for Multiversal? Yeah, so they're trying to... Okay, that still does not edit what's going to happen here. Drop the Ginger Broody. Krang comes on out. Get me a sweet 4 cards. Spring Leaf. Yeah, we don't need you. And swing. Even if they hit me with the Split Up, they still got a 9/4 Krang and the Fugitive Droid. I can always warp in Emissary next turn too. They're holding something up. So we're gonna see, because this way I can at least equip Improvised twice. So we're gonna put it on the droid in case they flash in. Yeah, no. So we've got a 10/4, 11. We're gonna hold that up till second main. And we're just gonna swing that way. Leave up some blockers. If they split up, I can rebuild board. Yep. Settle the Wreckage. I keep forgetting that that's... And, you know, oh no, basic lands. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? It's almost like we're going to... Yes. All right. Perfect. How many more Settle the Wreckages can we get hit with? That is the real question of this game, now that we know that they've updated the deck for that exact instance. Now, we have another Fugitive Droid. And now that we've identified that they're relying on Settle the Wreckage, we know that we only really need to load up one guy. And we're just going to keep swinging with the one guy. And this is why Settle the Wreckage is still a great card. Yeah. Yeah. He figured out he needed to go for the cause and not the symptom. So it's great that we were able to come to that conclusion here, which he probably has a Settle the Wreckage in hand. Oh no, I have to exile, oh no, a token. So 4 cards in hand. At this point, it is just a waiting game to figure out what's going on. I kind of do want to get a little bit greedy and spam just a little bit. Springleaf, give me some more Pinnacle Emissary triggers. Let's go. Yep. Okay, so he didn't have anything, because I was just going to swing with a few, take the mana, and then once I had the mana and run, I was just going to start Castle Dooming them into 3/3s. All right. That's some fun ones so far tonight. Pressing QQ will tap all your non-creatures that add mana. Thank you for that helpful hint. Eternal Taskmaster. I actually don't know that one. Okay. This hand blows. Let's mull. Oh, okay. Okay. Now we're cooking. I don't want to give up the Pinnacle Emissary, but kind of have to. All right, we're doing something here. Get Putrid Droid out first and foremost. Oh, Macia. Oh no. Okay, so main thing we got to do now is get 2 Krang, 2 Furious here. So they've got 3 mana, so they're not going to be able to get the Emperor. 4 mana, yep, there they go. So they can get, if they've got a 4 cost, they can get the Emperor up to 3/3. Or they can do a board wipe. All right. Gonna hold Pinnacle Emissary. I know it's not the maximum curve here, but I really want that for a little bit later. Let's see what they do. They've got 4 open, so they can get a +1/+1 on the Emperor. Yep. I still get my token though, and I can still, yep, still wail on him for 2. Ay, ay, ay. I can go ahead and eat the 3. Castle Doom is very welcome right now. They're probably going to counterspell this as well. Yep. I knew that was going to happen, but you know what? Any way to get a token is good. We're going to go ahead and hit for 3. Okay, whenever Lord Master of Heck attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, X non-creature, non-land cards. Oh, if I top deck... But it is tap. They did tap to pull that off. Of course, I couldn't get what I wanted here, but you know, all right, so Krang is at 4. We've got 5. Loot is not one of the things here that we need to worry about. I'm sure they have some very nice big spells, but they're going to be using most of that mana to stock up. They're floating 1 blue. Yep, and we're going to have to go ahead and just sack. Yeah, well... No, you know what? No, we do have to block here. Otherwise, we just die. And I hate that, but... It's not looking very likely that we're going to come back from this. But you know what? We can try. We can try our dang diddliest here. Yeah, see, the main thing we needed right now is we have the Soul Guide Lantern in the deck, but it just did not want to make an appearance. But we can go ahead, we'll do that. We'll Ginger Brute, we'll tap just somebody. And yeah, we'll hold him back because Krang and him... Oh, Krang can single-handedly face tank. Okay, but if he's got any removal, it's just Dunzo. Which, you know, if you have that much mana, you're playing... Gosh, what is it? It is just straight up... No, it's Grixis. Creature mana value... All right, then. That's definitely a choice. It's got 9, so yeah, that's game. Yeah, you got me, buddy. You got me. Well, that's unfortunate, but hey, that's the way it goes. Silly little artifacts can't do everything against whatever nonsense that was. But that was very creative. I have not seen that played against me yet. So it was nice to see whatever Palmacios had going on there. Debating actually building some of my crappy standard decks in paper too. Standard's not really played too much in my local area, but they still do have the store championships because people like those promo cards. So maybe I tune up goblins too. I've been really trying to make Rakdos goblins work. You think Hobbit would give me some fun tools for that. I honestly have been too busy putting out videos on TikTok and YouTube to look at that hilariously. This is not a strong start. There we go. I like the Fugitive Droid over the Ginger Brute, though. I think I'm going to let them hit me for another one. I think that's what we'll go ahead and do here. Yeah, so we'll go ahead. We'll put the Springleaf Drum out. Throw that out. Fugitive Droid will come out next. And then I can tap that down. Oh, the Assault Robot will come out and tap the robot for the droid. Although they probably have some sort of... Yep, they're holding up. I don't like how much they're holding up here. No, they don't have any responses. All right. All right, Chief. We got 3 mountains. Quicksilver is 1 away from being a menace. I guess we're doing the same thing we did last turn, just a little bit better. There we go. Springleaf time. All right, so a Krang would be very welcome right now. In Krang we trust. No? Did they just brick? What's going on here? And so his power-up takes 5. So they still don't have it online. Really trying to figure out what they've actually got here. Apparently nothing. That's not how I wanted to win that game. It's not how I wanted to win that game at all. But you know, I got some Otterball antics for it. We'll be balling out here. All Otter-like, you know? Okay, so there's those Soul Guide lanterns I keep not seeing. But only one mountain. Alright. That... Yeah. That hurts me on a spiritual level. Okay. Could be worse. Sorry, Bilbo. Had to hit you in the face a little there, Bilbo. Oh no, the scorpion's coming. Okay. An apothecary. What does this one do, Scott? Alright, they want to draw. Okay. We'll butt some heads with the apothecary. We'll do that for a hot minute. I really hope this isn't somebody that's just like getting into Magic and they're like jazzed about the Hobbit and they're like, I'm just gonna cram in all these cool Hobbit cards, and I don't want to make them lose. Okay, they're not. They've got mana open. They're clearly an experienced player. No. Things I tell myself to feel better. And we're just gonna keep getting these triggers here. That's what we'll do. Get our apothecary, and... Alright, there's no reason to attack yet. Yeah, they must really love The Hobbit. They must super love The Hobbit. That long-bodied dog is just so freaky. Love it. Just gonna hover over that long-bodied dog and admire that dog at its true dog potential. They probably think that I can't read or that I don't know how the game works. And they might be right. What? This isn't a Hobbit deck. They've got a bald man. That's not allowed. Oh, this isn't. This is definitely not allowed. Okay. Warp. Just gonna drop a whole bunch of nonsense here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not enough attackers here. So if I draw a land next turn, the play is to bring Pinnacle Emissary back out into Soul Guide Lantern. They're not politically triumphing real well. They've got 5 lands. I wish that were me for real, for real. Because what are they doing? Yeah, honestly, I don't even need to do that. I can just go Ravenous into another Ravenous and Hydra Assault, get 2 triggers there. And then we'll drop the Soul Guide Lantern to make another 3 triggers of Hydra Assault Robot. Are they going to Aetherize me? Are they really going to Aetherize me? Is that what's going to happen here? So we're going to attack with 7. We're going to do the monkey math. Hooked on Monkey Phonics. Hold them up. 8. Math is hard. Math is hard. Let them bounce that. Boom. They're going to flash in a Werefox. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, please thin my deck. Yeah, I can get 7. I can get 7. Yeah, dude, yeah. Thanks. That was so nice of them. Bard the Bowman. What? They're barding out here. No, they're not barding. Yeah. Goodbye, Bilbo. He's got to go trick another slightly less good-looking hobbit somewhere. That's what he's got to go do. Boom. The Bart Simpson head of the Infinite Void. So I think it's weird that Bart's head is chromaing as just regular chroma for some reason. Can't quite figure that out. But you know what? What do I know about streaming? I don't know nothing. I ain't know nothing. What I do know is I like mana. Goodbye, Pinnacle Emissary, but at least you left a friend. A delightful little drone buddy. Dwarf. People actually playing Hobbit decks. This is great. I love that. Which we'll go ahead and we'll Warpity Warp. Drop an improvised. Has story, does not have reach. And we'll swing for 7. I made Gollum cry. And that is my wins for the day. Well, that's some standard there for you. That, unless anyone has any objections who is watching, I think we'll do a little bit of Brawl now. I think we'll do... It's been a hot minute since I've dusted off Nico. My favorite non-binary shard mage disaster. Gotta bust them out every once in a while. Yeah, there ain't no white mana there. That's not good. We're gonna take our free mull. Oh, okay. Wunderbar. That's what we're talking about. I don't even know what. It's an alchemy card. That's not a real magic card. They're bringing proxies here. What is this thing? Perpetual haste. Gains life. If its mana value is 4 or greater, you seek a creature. I don't know what no seeking is. A random card from your library. So what I am hearing is that's just a bad tutor. All right. So we're about to be okay, and they're birdsing on us, and they've got their weird fake card out, and then they're tapped. So we're just gonna see what this thing do. They've got some sort of removal. I don't think they do. I think they probably have a lot, yeah, of just trample big punchy haste things. Or whatever that is. Yeah. Yes, by all means. Just hit me for 11 damage. Get it out of your system. You're fine. Okay, so my lack of white is getting a little bit problematic here, but we'll go ahead. And we do not want multiple soul herders yet. Oh gosh, okay. We want the plains. We don't need the island. There. Okay, and we're gonna do the old toppy-bottomy. Okay, so that gives us some options here. We are not going to attack with Nico. Yep, we're gonna exile Nico. Welcome back, Nico. Glad you could make it there, buddy. See, if that was a plains, we'd have this game in the bag. But oh gosh, yeah, I don't think we gonna do it. I think they got it. Because it gives Galta. Yep. Okay, well, there you go. That's unfortunate, because next turn we had 4 Starwinders coming out to give the business end of the business there. What are you going to do, though? You know? Brawl still kind of confuses and scares me just a little bit, but I'm working on it. I need to also remember that you can just put anything in your Brawl deck that's legal. I still keep trying to build all of my Brawl decks like they're roughly Commander Bracket 3s. I also keep building them a little bit slower, so that's always a problem. I think Winter Soldier, I think that's the most aggressive I've gotten with the Brawl build, so I may switch to that if Nico's not doing any business here. Although the unranked Brawl weights, it was shocking that last one we got in right away. This one, not so much. Not so much. Well, we do get to enjoy that lovely Lord of the Rings art in the background while we wait. And some more delightful tool tips here from Wizards. If I could just get advice from Wizards everywhere I go in life and not just at the loading screens for Magic the Gathering, life would be much better. Yeah, so we're waiting a little bit of time here. Let's not that I'm impatient, but I'm impatient. Too loud. Right on. Let me go ahead and... Should be a little bit better there. Maybe. Thank you, though, for the feedback. Somebody needed to give it to me. Let's do some more standard. Let's go back and do some Orzhov. Artifacts got a little bit too wacky too quickly. Can also go ahead and do that. Unless Arena just went down and nobody notified me. Oh, Flying Myth the Virtuous. Oh, all right. We can bust some sick tricks here with this. Let's go. And I can push their Dorth around a little bit. All right. So there's no point in putting the skateboard down as much as I'd like to. All right, so I'm probably going to get hit with some removal here, which is why we're going to come out very carefully. We're going to start with Black Mage's Rod. It does some ping damage. Job Select has been kind of the secret trick to making this Orzhov deck work. Huh, okay. I don't like that. I don't have enough yet to pull off the gimmick I want to pull off. We'll go ahead. We'll do that. We'll go ahead. That. And we'll just swing for 2, connive a little bit. We have the land we need in hand. I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to actually drop Adelbert. Because next turn I can do some funny haha if they don't remove anything. They are playing red. That not how I expected that to go, but you know, let's... And skateboarding Winter Soldier right to the face there. And Bucky Barnes from the top rope with a skateboard. And the great thing is, if they hit me with another deadly cover-up or if they tap out for removal, that second ability there, literally just 5 mana, 3 in Orzhov. I return him, gets a finality counter. Big whoop, and I can reattach any equipment. Just one, though. Just the one. So, they're thinking about it. They are definitely giving it the old thinkaroony here. But the fact that they have... Interesting. So if I do that, that still leaves 2 open. So we can do something funny here because I only have 1 mana. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, it really... Never mind. Never mind. I done goofed. It doesn't seem to recognize that you would want to use Ronin's ability for anything... Like, it'll still default. Yeah, so I'm going to hit with Deadly Cover-Up, but this is fine. Yeah, so that really... Because I would have... Oh, and exile them. And he had enough evidence. Yeah, I may have lost all entirely because I did not manually select mana there. That's fun. I got a few other things that can really use the equipment. So if I can get another haste enabler, there's at least 7 more in the deck. If I can get another swordsman, I'm in good shape. It's got the core, so I think okay. If he cannot remove whiplash, we're solid. Yeah, he's got, yeah. I think we have just, in fact, lost this game spectacularly, but you know, that's what happens sometimes. It's part of the game. The one thing this deck does struggle with is a lack of card draw. Does he even know what he's looking for? Is he going to go for whiplash? Because that's the other thing too, is every name that he declares, if he gets rid of whiplash, then I get more Adelberts. If he gets rid of swordsman, like, it's whatever he gets rid of, it just... Yeah, so this one, I'm at 5-4. I'm going to act like I don't know what I'm doing and put the rod on. I'm going to try to bluff that I'm a dumb idiot. And, you know, yeah, it may not be a bluff. If he plays a third deadly cover-up, or... Okay. We're sitting pretty so far. It's got 3 cards. If one of those cards could be Unholy Annex, does he have enough to... Does not have enough to pop Ritual Chamber. He could. If he gets Black Cat... Oh, Wunderbar. Top 9 cards. Yep. Okay, so it doesn't affect hand. Because all I need to do is keep that Super Soldier Serum safe. Although, what am I... He has it. It's been revealed. What am I thinking? What am I doing here? Yeah, I don't think he has it. I think it's just GG, and he is going to rope me out. I think I'd done one entirely by accident. Yep, that's GG, buddies. Captain Adelbert. Boom. He done did it. Good for him. Adelbert's such a fun card, too. All right. So we can get a little bit aggressive here with this hand. We do need to draw into our third land, though, is the main problem. But, hey, there, I'll take that. Throw down some boots, because they are made for walking. We'll put down Black Mage's Rod next turn. Either it's going to generate us value throughout the game, or it'll go ahead and give us some other shenanigans we can rely on. Oh, okay. I get why they do that to get it into the yard, but you know, it doesn't ever seem like the best. Okay. So next turn, Adelbert is going to come out swinging for the fences. That is our goal. Won't be able to axe it up, but he is off the rip going to be 5 caretakers. Okay. If I had one more mana, Super Soldier Serum would be kind of the play right here. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead, we'll put the boot on to give him just a skosh of ward. And next turn, if he does not have a solution here, we get the Leyline Axe on Adelbert. He's holding up the mana. And we do have enough to put the boots with the furs. Adelbert's going to get low. I'm going to manually tap my mana because I do not trust now. Okay, and let's see if he lets us resolve. He let it resolve. And settle the wreckage. There's a very specific reason I did that, though. Very specific reason I attacked with 2, though. Because he don't gonna need to keep settling his wreckage. Yeah, keep settling here, buddy, because we're gonna get the boots with the furs again. He's gonna erode. Does he have another erode? No. Put some boots on the swordsman. Yep. All right. Well, apparently his deck is just removal. That's it. It's just removal all the way down. All right. Well, now we're top decking. How many pairs of boots can I get out? That I am actually going to hold on to. The amount of well-timed skateboards that have won me the game. Just gonna keep passing. This is such an engaging Magic the Gathering gameplay. All right. If we can just draw a creature. Any creature will do. Okay. I appreciate them clearing out all of my crappy draws. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see how he kills this one. Okay. Put some boots on it with the furs. Okay. Just gonna keep waiting here. You wouldn't kill a tapped man, would you? Just a poor, innocent, defenseless, tapped creature. Ha! Joke's on you. I'm gonna explore. Yeet. You gave me the map. Oh my goodness. There are only 5 lands left in my deck. Like, I'm trying to understand the point of course, I draw one of them. Because that's just what happens when... Okay. Okay, so Swordsman, what counter do you have this time? Like, this is literally just a check to see how many creatures I have in my deck, it feels like. Yeah, he's just going to get lost. This really is just a stress test of my deck. Okay, so he's buffing creature tokens that don't exist. He's got blue. Like, I want to understand. I want to know what this deck is. And I want to just get the ward cost up so high here that it's just not worth it. One, two, three, four, five, six. Gonna go ahead and drop a skateboard. And there's blue all across the board here. I'm gonna get rid of... He's got double white already, so we're going to tap that. Okay, he didn't float it. Okay, and I've got 2 left that I can explore. No, you can go to the trash. You can go to the trash. And we're just not going to waste our abilities. He's going to settle the wreckage. Somebody is top decking worse than I am. All right. Here we go again. 1 card in hand. We don't even need... Don't even need a serum, a leyline axe. We don't need any of that. We're just going to swing with a 13-9 with lifelink for him to play the last Settle the Wreckage. Yeah, because of course. Because of course, that's what we're doing today. So far, I've been hit with 3 Settle the Wreckages and 3 Erodes and 2 Get Lost. I really don't think there's a point to this deck that I'm playing against. I think that okay, so there is a point. There is a point to the deck. We're going to just load up some boots again. All right, we're at 5. We're going to go ahead and put... There we go. We're at 12. I can do math. And then he ran out of cards. And he didn't concede. I mean... See, this is a reminder. This is a good reminder that you can have all the removal in the world in your deck. But you still need to win the game. Removal does not win games. It just helps win games. You cannot use removal to get rid of your opponent. a smattering. You want a split. You want a season. You don't want to just dump the whole salt shaker of removal unless that removal is tied to a creature. If it's on a creature, go ham. You know, if it's even on an artifact. That's why I love that stupid goblin blade that I've added into this deck here from The Hobbit. That's great. It makes them sack. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we're liking this one. This is good. We're going to drop the Leyline Axe before we get started here. Boom. And Taparuni. Green. I figured as much. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to actually drop Skateboard. Have it tap itself because I think that's funny. And the Bristly, the Bill. Bill's getting real bristly up in here. Well, can't crack nothing yet there, buddy. So just eat 5 damage about it. And next turn, we'll go ahead and throw on Super Soldier Serum if he somehow does not coral / bite down / otherwise remove Adelbert. Tifa. Of course, you want to make her huge, don't you? Because all I want to do is see Tifa turn into a giant woman. She doesn't have haste. And that's the way the news goes. Boom. I really don't think mono green of any flavor is in a good space right now. I think literally Badger Mole Cub, the cub was the glue holding it all together. Like, I've still seen some good drops with starting turn 1 Llanowar, and I think the build with Fenrir, I think now that we don't have Badger Mole Cub, Fenrir from Final Fantasy is going to come back as a pretty good 3-drop to throw in. No creatures. Dang it. A lot of creatures. 1 mana. Well. Yep, that's the experience. I don't want to get rid of Bucky, but yeah. We're gonna trust the process. We're gonna trust the process. We're gonna skateboard. We're gonna do some leeching. Maybe we draw swordsman. No, we just draw more skateboards. I'm gonna put the skateboard down. Hopefully this will get them to tap it in response and get them to waste removal. Nope, they did not. Okay. Gain 1, swing for 3, drain 1. Okay, Leyline Axe, let's go. But we didn't draw land, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna keep. I don't like that you have green. There's 6. Just 2 skateboards, why not? He can ride both. Or I like to think that Whiplash, he's riding one and he's just got the other one like holding it. Like, yeah, club. Radical. Tubular. You know, something like that. Oh, tablet. Okay, well. This isn't the play that I want to make, but it's the play I have to make. A board wipe, Avengers Disassembled would wreck me so hard right now. I would end up in the Shadow Realm. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. How many coins is bro gonna flick at me? Another tablet. All right. That does give 2 more. 3 more. What can you do with 3? Can you, Avengers? Are you going to Avenger me to death? No. That's game. Let's go. Had the wrong type of removal for that party, but you know, let's go ahead. Let's do a little bit of ye old ranked. Let's see how that's feeling right now. At what is it? 12:14 Eastern. I should be in bed getting ready to wake up early to grab some Hobbit boosters, but you know, no, I cannot play. Oh my goodness. I do not want to mold down any further. Yeah. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's... Oh. Uthros. I don't like that. I can't play nothing yet, Chief. That's fine. I get 1 planes and I'm unstoppable here. Come on. Play something to station Uthros. You know you want to. Do it. Station up for me. Oh... Okay, getting some more ramp here. I keep forgetting that Wilds is still... Okay, yep. Now I'm just gonna pay. There are a lot of planes in this deck. Apparently not anymore now. Cargo ship. Water bending. This is definitely a... I thought I had a weird collection of artifacts. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we'll go ahead. He's got one blue open. Well, if he takes out Adelbert, what'll end up happening is I can bring out Ronin. No, he's holding back. Double blue. I'm going to try to divide and conquer. If he counters Winter Soldier, nope. This is not the maximum amount of damage. I could have hit for 12. I knew I was going to get probably aetherized, or I thought there was going to be a counter debate out there. Each island, yep. So this is where we're gonna go ahead. Okay, still got 3 open. Swing for 5. Yep. 4, 5. Candy Trail. Is this secretly just Ugin? I think this is just an Ugin deck. It's just blue Ugin. So yeah, it's blue Ugin. Okay. Drop that. I mean, we're not going to get greedy here. We're just going to stick to basics. Yeah, but this doesn't... The math doesn't math here for you, buddy. He just wants to get all of his triggers in to show me, hey, look what my deck can do. I've got double strike, dog. And that's GG. All right. Someday we'll be back in Platinum 2. Maybe even Platinum 1. Who knows? Who knows? Let's try again then. At least that's the one nice thing about ranked, is you're going to keep getting into games almost immediately. All right, we're good on... Ooh, yeah. Okay. I would have liked to see Leyline Axe here. Would have been a lot nicer to have that, but you know, that's okay. We're gonna start off with Whiplash. We're gonna drop some 6 skateboard tricks, and then we'll bring out Idlebert. All right, so we'll go ahead, skateboard, tap that planes just in case there's an erode to get him to use it already. And swing for 4, heal 1. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Ah, okay. He is going to be mobilizing, which we're going to go ahead and pay the 2 life. How do we want to make this rock? Okay. See, I think this is where we're gonna just... I think we're gonna pump Whiplash. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack. And Super Soldier Serum, I realize, does actually attach first, and then I get the double drain. Haste, First Strike, Vigilance, 6/4. If he swings, he gets sheltered. Okay. I'm a sheltered child as well, so I get it. I get it. But you know what? If we could get another land. Nope. We got a big old axe instead. But, you know... Now he's going to hit me with the erode. I know it's coming. We're just going to swing for 5 with lifelink. I can lifelink better than you, buddy. You got a lifelink with the best of us, all right. Okay, I got a secret. I got 2 secrets, but I can't play them yet because I gotta do some sick tricks in the air. This literally just is, I can lifelink better than you. Yeah, you gotta do something about the menace that I have going on here. See, that would have been a great card for him to play before he dropped Sheltered. Okay, so Voice Victory is getting a little scary. So we're at a little bit of an impasse here, but I have a secret tool to get around. Oh, he held back. Oh, I don't even need my secret tool anymore. He does not have flying, though. Hey, buddy, guess what? All this stuff is also equipment. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. It was a valiant effort to try to pump up. But you know what? Adelbert just does it that much better. Too Bert, too furious. Too Bert, too extreme. I don't know. I feel like I need a better Bert title, like Bert and or Ernie. Okay, so we got to get these boots on the ground here. So let's go ahead and get some lava spur boots out. There we go, governor. Okay, oldie but a goodie. If I can get to 4 mana, I'm rocking and rolling. So I think we'll just start. We'll start here. Trying to bait out any sort of removal that he most assuredly had. Drake Hatcher. That's not what I thought was going to happen. I mean, yeah, you can do that to me. I don't care. Pay the 2 life. You know what? This is what we'll do. We'll slow down a little bit. We'll lose some life about it. And you know what? I don't have vigilance, so you know what? No. I want Winter Soldier to keep his soldiering abouts him. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna do that to start with. We're gonna make it a little bit easier for Bucky to come out and do his thing next turn. Ronin's really helping because effectively for equip costs, we have another 2 mana. So we're basically at 6 right now. So I can sneak the Lava Spur boots onto Bucky. Okay, well, not the desired outcome, but stranger things have happened. Okay, and then 2. Yeah, there we go. And there is a reason, because I knew he was tapped out. Because now I can have some fun. I can play Mr. Barnes. I can go ahead and give him the boots with the fur. I don't even need to play that, but I'm going to play it. I don't need to. I want it in hand. Swing for 5. Okay. So Serum next turn will hit for 7, 9, 10, 11, 13. You weren't supposed to play another creature, buddy. Yeah, put the staff on the Drake Hatcher. Come on. Yeah, get some triggers. I'll let you have some triggers there. Okay, so first things first. Actually, it doesn't matter, because once again, I cannot understand how to play this game. I just do it anyway. And we're going to go ahead. We'll attack. No blockers because of the menace. Boom, 13. Good game. Because nothing gets more outrageous than a very large Winter Soldier. Finally back to Platinum 2. It was a struggle to get there, but we done did it in the end. Let's go to Platinum 1. I still want to figure out if there's a way to actually put reasonable removal in here. Captain Spicy Nugs. If I lose to this person, I can't be sad. This is not one of my favorite hands to play with this, but it's not terrible. Yeah, we're going to Lava Spur, get those going. Next turn, we can Dragoon's Lance just to bait some removal. We could throw a Winter Soldier out, but alternatively, once we get 3 mana, he just comes out swinging for the fences. Get that Lance out there. Just say, hey, look at me. I have equipment. Ooh, I'm scary. I have a flyer only on my turn. And then tap their fairy a little bit. Okay, and they have 2 open. I don't like that, but I do have the 3rd land. So they are definitely Grixising over here. You can't shoot the sheriff on me, buddy. You can Bitter Triumph. Okay. They do realize they could do that on Winter Soldier, right? Okay. Nowhere to run. However, boom. Another one. Ooh, this is fun. I can see they've got. Okay. Yeah, we don't need any of that. We're just buying time till we can get 5 mana out here. That's what we're doing. Iridoc, okay. You know what? This is what we in the business refer to as an insurance policy. Gonna go ahead and swing. Connive a little bit about it. We've got 2 open. Leyline Axe is silly, so we're gonna go ahead and just get rid of that. Hit for 4. Skateboard. Just get a little bit of removal out of the way. Yeah, because I knew this is gonna... So he's gonna exile, but once again, he can only exile 1 thing, and he has nothing open. Okay, and then that's GG. Yeah, that's... You Ugined a little bit too slow there, is what happened. You went to Ugin. You didn't Ugin all the Ugin. You just kind of half Ugined. You have to Ugin all the way. I'm talking like 4 soul lanterns, 4 candy trails. You know, you really gotta commit to the Ugining. If I had a white, this would be perfect, but we don't. So we're gonna go ahead, do that. This is keepable. If I get rid, sadly, of Bucky. Because we're going to start with Whiplash. We're going to draw our 3rd land, hopefully at some point in the next 2 turns. I really think I need to put 4 of swordsmen in the deck. I think I only have 2 or 3 right now because one of the big problems I keep running into is I need more card draw. I need more dang card draw in this deck. I had to put my fancy skateboarding boots on. Let's see what they do here. Oh. That wasn't nice, but I finally got my 3rd land. Let's go. And hey, guess what? Guess who can pick up them boots? And that skateboard. Doesn't hit as hard as Whiplash, but you know what? These numbers, they will get us where we need to go. So I'm expecting some more removal to come down. Witherbloom Charm will not work, so if that's what they've decided to stack, yep. There we go. Wunderbar. We done did it. Luke 36117, the Fervent. Lands look good. Creatures do not look good, but I have removal. Well, playing up against someone that's as aggressive as I am. That's fun. Who thought that black and white would be the aggro decks? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, buddy. That really, that makes me sad. I mean, that already settled the fate of what I'm gonna do this turn, though. Oh, next turn. Put the Dragoon out. Try to bait out some more removal. Got another Dragoon's Lance ready to lance it up. Stabbing me. That's rude. I think they might just outspeed me. I don't like that. Menace Ward, discard a card. Wow, that's such a dumb card. Well, Bent Blade it is, I guess. I don't like any of those 3 creatures being on the board. If you could give me Ronan back, I would be eternally grateful. Nope. How rude. But, you know, next turn I'm going to get some more mana. If I top deck an Idle Bart, I'm living. Hey, okay. So before we do that though, let's pay some life about it. He's got to have another stab or something. No, he doesn't. Okay, well, let's get some ward action going on here. And then let's also, we got 1 mana left. Don't want to spend it all in one place. Just make it a little bit more expensive and swing for 7. Hey, there we go. Get some of that life totalage back. Corpses of the Lost. This is such a weird deck. Oh, okay, yeah, do that. Do that, buddy. Just swing with the Saboteur while you're at it, man. Just do it. Just come on, just do it. Just do it, buddy. Because that thing can block, can it? It can, in fact, block. But, like, he's got 1 card in hand. It's equipped for. All right. All right, I'm risking it. Yeah. Yep. Like I had to try to understand what was going on in his head. Apparently, whatever that was. So, you know what? It worked. It worked. Arch enemy 335. I am digging the Taval and I forget that character's name. I don't like this. I don't like I like that even less, but we'll keep it. Yeah, we'll keep that. There's something we can do here with this. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually top decking the skateboard, makes it feel a little bit better. Still not confident because it's Izzet, so they're still just gonna drop a ton of any. Yep. 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 So that's the way it goes. There is no need to put the skateboard down yet. Yeah, I mean they're just holding removal. I really don't think there's anything I can do about this. They can hit with another firebending lesson, but they can't do kicker. They can't. Okay. Well, it doesn't. I'll pay 2 life. I wish it was Lava Spur, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Yep. Oh, that's good. Just gonna keep making them very nervous here by throwing random top decks at them. Yep, I know what you're doing. I mean, I'm not going to complain about this all day long. I think my decks apologize. Oh, okay. You got okay. I'll say you got some problems with your colors there, buddy. What do you got to deal with them? I mean, I'll pay for that. That's game. I've never played Izzet Lessons in any capacity, the budget build, the current build, the build without grain, obviously, but it really just makes me wonder, are they also flying by the seat of their pants? Because that's what it always feels like when you're playing against one of them, is they will always have like an infinite amount of removal. They'll always have the stacks of combustion techniques, Iroh's demonstration, they always have everything they need at any given point. Like I just, okay, yep, this is where we're going with this. All right. Hey, I'm good. This is where we want to be at here. You always want to lead with the Dragoon's Lance because it makes Idlebar a lot scarier. We did get the third land. This is going to bait out some sort of removal, but if all they have is a counter spell, yep. And there's a reason I did that, is because I very much would like to ramp. Thank you. Is high noon. Luckily for me, I'm a big fan of that. I can only cast one spell a turn. And what spell do I want? So I am going to want the most impactful bang for my buck thing. I'm going to more like bang for my Bucky. Am I right? As long as they don't exile Bucky. Like Adelbert and Whiplash will still get me there. Whiplash a little bit slower. Voice of Victor. Oh, okay. All right. Oh. They probably have a counter, so we're gonna just wait for them to erode Bucky. No, they did not erode Bucky. Are they gonna quench that? No. And we're going to swing for 5. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what their strat is, because voice will die if it touches. Okay. All right. You know what? Well, he gets to pick which one to sack. Gonna get hit for a good amount of damage, but you know what? That's a-okay. Because what I'm looking for is I'm looking to get some sort of decent haste enabler out. Okay. And I do. That would be my one spell. And it would be funny to use that. And he's only got the one. So he's going to be like, why are you doing that? Well, I'm going to just tap it because I can get it. And then he needs to be able to deal me 10 damage this turn. Okay. I think he wins because the interrupter. I should have looked at the interrupter first. My bad. Yeah, this is GG. Yep. Oh, well. Right on, Hajia, for liking the live. I appreciate that. Ay, ay, ay. That was a rough one. That was a rough skis. High Noon is just... I've seen games where people have thrown down High Noon at me with such confidence, only to realize it just lets me equip all my equipment without even trying. Especially if they throw down High Noon when I have Ronin out on the board. Okay, so... This is definitely one... Okay, I like this. I like this. This doesn't look like a good hand, but it solves a lot of the problems I've been having. Okay, Plunderer comes out. He is going to plunder. He's going to plunder what the heck my deck is doing because I'm about to tap him. Whiplash. And give him some whiplash here. Boom. And he's giving me money. That's so nice. The ooze. He better be giving me money if he's gonna start making all sorts of ooze and weird stuff. I didn't ask for all that. Okay. So we are going to yoink. Give me that lance. Give me the super soldier serum. And we're gonna go ahead. I'll just borrow that dragoon's lance here. That was so nice of him to give me more treasure. Smog, not smog. Yeah, come on, swing with both, buddy. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. I'm not gonna block. He didn't block with smog. It's so rude. Come on, get bigger. Yeah, we'll leave him on top. That's a spicy meatball. I can also so he's gonna hit me for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Never mind. He got me. Yep, he got me. Yep. It didn't matter anyway, even if he had me dead before that too. I just didn't even count. So that's fun. I like that. That guy definitely does punish me quite a bit. But I think that's the first time I've run into that. Hopefully that does not become a common build. Because if it does, I'm gonna need to put in a lot more removal here. I'm gonna start removing. Oh, this is so tempting. No, we're not gonna risk the fates. There's no creatures. There's no creatures, but we're gonna give this a shot. Hey, Edelbert. That's my idle boy. Let's go. We're gonna Bart all over this place here. All right, 25 life. I like it. Creature of the Schism. What does that one do? Okay, whenever it attacks player, those well, I mean, there's a funny thing about Death Touch. It only works if you deal damage. Or I just do 20 damage. You know, one of those two things will happen. Either one of those things. Too many boots. What is the auto shuffler doing? All right. Oh. You're telling me that 4 of the top cards of my deck were Winter Soldier. That's it. Just 4 Winter Soldiers, you know. You're telling me this game actually shuffles cards. It just doesn't put them all in a... And yet, turn 3 Sephiroth, sacking the greedy freebooter, drawing a card. Yep. There ain't no coming back from this one. Yep. They're gonna die. Sephiroth gets 2 more triggers. Well, I can do that to dissuade Sephiroth, and I can hold back the hero just in case they do something else silly. Okay. Well, this actually works for me just a little bit. Yeah, because that's he gonna die. Okay, so Super Soldier Serum. We need to take out Sephiroth. I do have Vigilance, so we're just going to go ahead and swing that way. And we're going to just go get us some life back. I like having life. During Innocence. That's rude. And then the... Well, Sephiroth is going to flip. Yeah, come on. Come on. No, you didn't do it, buddy. Well... Once again, my inability to get mana is really what's kind of killing me here. But we're going to keep just pumping up that life total. Yeah, so they definitely got tilted a little bit here by the manner of life. Okay, so they're trying to do that. I can take 6, and then if I take out the Brood Witch, he's not going to get the mobilized triggers on the end. So that's what we're going to do here. My inability to draw a single swamp is really mucking things up here. Wait, what? Just for the one. Yeah, so he's going to hit me for 20, 12, 14, 16, 19, 20. So he's got lethal if I don't block, but I'm just going to block in lifelink. Like, if he had a way to turn off my lifelink, that would have done something for him. If he still had Sephiroth, that would have done something for... Well, that definitely was one of the games of all time, thanks to the Arena Auto Shuffler. So we're going to tear this deck open up real quick here. We're not going to let... Oh, that's the Brawl deck. That's not the deck we care about. Okay. So I'm real close to getting rid of Black Mage's Rod. The 4x Dragoon Lance is sadly necessary, but the ping damage is never what really does the end of the kill. We do have, once again, we have 20 lands that should be enough lands. Whiplash, I don't ever see Whiplash. She's somewhere in the deck. And I'm going to go ahead and pump that up to 3. And we're going to go there. There's no room for removal with the way that I play the deck. Because as you'll notice, there still is never a source of haste in my hand, despite having 8 of them in the deck. You can put 8 sources of haste in your deck, and you still will never draw them in your opening hand. It is illegal. And, like, all I really want is a source of haste. There's 8. There are 8. There's 4 skateboards. There's 4 boots. I can get swordsman down, but without the boots, on turn 2, I'm not doing so hot. But they're doing... This deck doesn't really run that much removal, whatever this is. Oh, all right. I feel a little bit better about my life choices. If I draw boots or a skateboard, I play Ronin instead of Winter Soldier next turn. And then I swing for 4. Yep. Yeah, please give Swordsman a +1/+1 dog. Yeah, land. That's not what I wanted, but it's a thing. Okay. So we've got more than enough. We could get the Dragoon Lance out, but I think we're just going to be greedy. We're going to be greedy. One equipment you control. Target a creature. Connive. We're going to get rid of Lance. At 4 mana, we can play Ronin and then move the Leyline Axe over to Winter Soldier. And I don't think he's going to realize that. And that will put Winter Soldier at 10 Menace double strike. So we're going to see he's got 4 mana open. Some sort of removal is necessary here. But these decks that play Unholy like this with Reckless Abandon will often just throw out a Ferodot Core the moment they hit enough mana. And I can see the gears just spinning. The Ferodot Core is what's going to come out. Is the Ferodot Core what should come out? No, another Saboteur. Can he attack with one of them though, please? Oh, buddy. Okay. You didn't fall for it. Okay, well, it doesn't really change anything. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm hedging my bets here. I'm forcing you to block with both. Yep. Yep. And then that should be GG's, because if he does not block with both, we're going to connive as well. Which, oh, okay, we're going to save that. We're going to save that. Yeah, so he's got to play some sort of removal, but we also have 5 lands next turn. Bitter, okay. Yeah. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to Leyline back onto Ronin. And then that gives us enough mana to Crude Bent Blade if he does not play another creature. He plays the Feasta. Feaster is a demon, so that kind of sucks. But you know what? We're gonna make a tough choice there, buddy. Because you are now tapped out. Hey, what do you know? That's lethal. He lost his demon, so now it's time for the Ferodot Core. Or since we know he's doing Tragedy Feaster, possibly another Tragedy Feaster. I do like Feaster as an alternate to Core. Sneakling. Like, if I could just draw one... So, there's 46 cards in my deck. There are 8 haste enablers. But, you know, I gotta draw another Leyline Axe instead. I could get Bucky out, but it doesn't make a bit of difference. Oh, I messed up. I should have... Yeah, there's nothing I could do here anyway. Yeah, that's game. Wow. We're going to see if he realizes he might actually attack. He might attack. Oh. Not even letting me concede at this point. Yep, well, that's the way the news goes. I ain't ever getting out of platinum. It's not gonna happen. But that's okay. Could happen one day if I actually played meta. Which that could happen too. You never know. I need a lot more wild cards for that. A lot more wild cards. Okay, so the next card I'm going to draw is going to be another serum. It's just inevitable. Yep, and I'm going to get hit with Burst Lightning. Yep, they got it in hand. Yup. Ah, yes. Lands. That thing that there's not that many of in this deck. Oh, hey, that's not a land. But he's going to get hit with removal. So, no. And once again, you put 8 haste enablers in the deck. Yep. At this point, it's literally just running out and seeing if I can, in fact, top deck into something worthwhile. There's my boots. Okay, so if I get Bucky, we're rocking and rolling, because Bucky, I'm a white off. I need a white and Bucky. Swordsman would be pretty good. Ronin would be great right now. Hope is not entirely lost. He took planes and he's got a great haul, so he can easily get rid of it. But you know what? We've got some rudimentary form. And like, I could get him up to being a 5/3, but he's got enough for kicker with the tablet, so it's a moot point. Maybe I'm gonna survive. Nope. Okay, now we're cooking. We're cooking just slightly here. Okay, so that kept us slightly going, but it is inevitable until we get hit with another Avengers Disassembled. Okay. Joke's on him. I really wanted that stupid planes. Like, please keep thinning my deck. Yeah. I really think what it's coming down to is this might be what breaks me and finally makes me go play best of 3, just so that I can stack 4 Soul Guide Lanterns. So he's got 4 cards in hand. Did not go for the disassembled. Without the disassembled, that makes me think that I'm moderately safe. Because we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put it all on Adalbert here. So I'm guessing he has another Price of Freedom in hand. That would be my... No. Okay. Disassembled will no longer do... Yeah! Dumb luck. Let's go. You miss 100% of the dumb lucks you don't take. I'm going to down sad face that because once again... I should not be drawing 3 to 4 of the same card back to back. I should not have that. That's not how a good shuffle. Okay, now the game has apologized and given me an actual playable hand. Like this is all I'm asking for. The deck curves out at 3. 3 is my curve. All right. I'm not asking for a lot here. Boom, 4. If he has something scary, I can drop the bent blade, get it wiped off the board. Okay, whenever he enters or attacks, put a hone counter, and he's a 2/1. So he is not going to be able to kill me right off the bat to unalive me here. Let's see. So I can move the skateboard over to Bucky. I mean, I'm not really afraid of him yet. So we're going to... just swing for 5, and then Whiplash will swing 2. Oh, he's first. Reading the card explains the card. Okay, what is this mad lad doing? So he's got lifelink. Can reveal he's got his own boots. He's gonna hone his boots. You know what? I have a power more powerful than that. I have the ability to say your friend dies to removal. Goodbye. This person definitely dwarfs. They dwarf real hard. I mean, 5/2. I don't have first strike yet, so just come on, get some of your life back, buddy. So I can go that, or I can just ball out here with Winter Soldier. Put Idlebert out just as some sort of backup. Put the blade on. Get him to 11-5. There ain't nothing you can do about no 11-5. Okay. Thorin. Ow. Well, we appear to be in an impasse. I can force blocks, though. This is fun. This is fun. I'm enjoying seeing these cards because I honestly kind of checked out on Hobbit. I didn't want to, but you know what? It's like that. I just wonder if they're getting sick of me constantly just swinging. Like, just threatening lethal. Like, you got to double block with both, buddy. Don't tell me he's got, like, shard mages in the deck. He's like... I mean, I'm not complaining about the Eagles. About any peaceful, happy feeling. I'm not. That's an Eagles song, right? If I could draw another... Wait, Dane's Company, they're not a legendary? It's a named company. That's got to count for something. It's not Dane's Companies. Equip 2. Yeah, that's what we'll do. You know what? We'll play it a little safe. So he's got to block with at least 2. Yep. You're not allowed to have a ley line axe. That's my gimmick. Get away from my gimmick, dude. I'm the real equipment master. Yeah, he doesn't have vigilance. Yeah, swing. Come on. Swing, buddy. Haste ward, first strike. Yeah, I mean, that's... Has to block with the eagle, which is what I'm hoping for. Good. This is what we're angling at. This is a very, very drawn out game, but I know he's gonna hit with doubt, and then I think he just wins. Yeah, so he's at 26. But he's got to hit with both. And 16, 30. Yeah, he just wins. Hone. Apparently, Hone is good. Yep. I've lost my right to be the equipment master. That's unfortunate. I got so far. Oh, well. Let's try it again. Although we'll probably go about another 15 minutes or so here before calling it for the evening. Do appreciate everybody that's been hanging out, jumping in, checking out chat. Hopefully, I get to do this a lot more in the future. It's been fun trying to get into the thick of streaming. Got this running both over here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Get some swordsman out. Music too loud indeed. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Hopefully that's that. Hoping that's a little bit better there. They really don't want me to get any connive triggers. That is so unfortunate. Still barely. Okay, let me go ahead and... That should be pretty good. Also getting a lot quieter here because it is super late here. I'm normally not up this late. Still trying to figure out that whole regular streaming schedule thing. It's been a lot of fun getting that up and running. It's definitely a different thing than recording videos, especially when you've got to come down more, though. Still on the music. Okay, let me go ahead and... Oh, the music's all the way off now, though. Okay, let me... I'll worry about that a little bit here. Yeah, we don't... you know what? We'll do that. Feel bad for whoever I'm playing right now, though. They're like, why are you taking it? No, I'm just messing with some switches. Don't worry about it. Oh, definitely don't worry about it. Gonna drop that on him here. Did I really need to remove that thing? Not really, but, you know. No, they definitely are consulting. They are milling me out just a little bit. Yeah, I've done a good amount of streaming in the past, but fortunately, I did not have to do any of the setup work. So, and video editing's one thing too, especially, you know, things like DaVinci. It is wild how easy it is to use something like DaVinci nowadays. Because there's still a learning curve there, but it's a lot... does a lot more for you. And then we're going to just... I honestly should have tapped the Restless Reef, but, you know... And I've got first strike, so I don't quite know what he's hoping to do other than not lose. Yeah, I haven't messed with Streamlabs so much. Like right now, I'm still at that point where I'm trying to get to 50 followers on TikTok so that I can get a TikTok stream key, because otherwise I've got to use silly TikTok Live Studio. And it has definitely been a pain to set that up. Especially having to wait the like 48 hours to get the OBS virtual cam has been a pain, but that finally went through, so I got that up and running. Luckily, multi-stream for OBS is so dang easy to get going nowadays. I tried streaming, like, I think it was 2018, and did pretty okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. If I had one haste enabler, I'd feel a lot better about this hand. But we don't. So, you know. Oh no. Oh no. Same hat. Oh no, they're doing dwarves probably. It's wild that I'm seeing dwarves all over the place now. If I could top deck into Serum, I'd be doing a lot better. Yeah. And I really think Storied, like if you look at how silly it is, turn 2, if you get the Leyline Axe, you can just come out with Storied right out the rip. Painting streams are pretty chill, though. I would be the last person in the world to do a painting stream, though. I'm just not that great. I've gotten better over the years with minis, but it's still more of a labor of love than anything. Not getting a land was not something I like to see there. That's fun. I've got to take Cloud out, gain a little bit of life here. Like, I really just need one land. Hey. Get that. And now is to see if he has removal. Oh, got the blacksmith with double strike. Is he going to move? And then if he moved the lava spur over, he'd be able to really wreck me. But instead, he is just holding his own. Yep. And I think, yep, we got him. We got him, boys. The life blink is what really kind of pushed that over there. I mean, he might have a road. He might have a road because what we're going to do here is he's got that. We're going to go out. We're just going to Winter Soldier, Lava Spur. Boom. Swing for win. Got it. Who needs silly fantasy dwarves when you've got the power of the MCU at your back, you know? Boom. I don't know. That is the second dwarf deck I've seen in a row. I think I actually need to look at these cards now. Fingers crossed, I do grab some collector boosters tomorrow on release. So that's what we're going for. I'm gonna be greedy and keep this one. Turn 2 into the Dragoon Lance. We will see what happens. So next turn, if he's got some sort of board wipe of some kind, which 2 mana, yep, we're quitting. I knew 1 targeted removal was coming. Let's see if there is a second. What about second targeted removal? No? All right, well, we'll keep the serum in our back pocket and we'll swing for 6. I think that's the other thing is the dwarves need flying. The dwarves need to take to the skies. We're going to see if there's targeted removal here. Mana Sculpt. And I can get 10, but 10 is not lethal. So I don't want to do that. I will just let him sit at a cool 6. He didn't have a wizard out. I do appreciate seeing Mana Sculpt in a deck because I really do love that card. He's got 3 open. Oh, okay. Can we do it? Can we get 2 platinum 1? Okay, we've got haste, we've got swordsman, we've got plenty of lands. Let's see what happens. A turn 1 duress, that's so rude. I mean, it won't stop me from playing Whiplash. And he doesn't know. Oh, never mind. That's not what I was looking for. But you know what? We'll go ahead. We'll just plan on drawing into one of the 8 million equipment in my deck that never comes up. All right, this bodes ill. Every time I see the cornucopia... Oh, no, this bodes great. Because... Oh. Unless you misplay, like I just did. That's cool. Oh. Oops. Well, there goes 5 damage. Blighting Hex, probably. Requiting Hex. I always call it Blighting. I don't know. That was a weird one for removal. But it's okay, because next turn... Oh, he's going to... Lots of cornucopias here. Okay. I'm somehow less worried now than I was. 2 cards in hand. I'm a little bit all right. And also, I've got 5 mana. I mean, I'm just gonna block. Oh, heck yeah. Let's get that lance out here. Next turn, Winter Soldier is taken to the skies. Swing for 7. Yep. I just want to know what that last card in hand is more than anything. Probably more removal. There you go. That will do the trick. Excellent. We are 1 win from Platinum 1. Let's see if we can actually do this. And this is the point where I lose like 3 games in a row is what's going to happen next. Without fail. But you know what? That's Magic the Gathering for you. Although it looks like I also need to do a lot of research into the Hobbit cards. Oh, okay then. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. This is not the smart hand to keep, but it's the funny one. Starting town. Come on, play something like a Llanowar Elf. Yes, yes, perfect. Okay. Six vigilance double strike trample on turn 2. It actually happened. Back to Platinum Tier 1. Small victories. Well, we did it. We did it. And I think that we're currently level 7 on our battle pass too. So that's kind of fun. Been streaming for about 3 hours now. Do appreciate everybody that did stop by. If you're still hanging out there, absolutely feel free to swing by the videos I have. I try to upload something silly at least once a day. I've got long form videos over on my YouTube at Mana Cooler. Definitely recommend checking that out. I've got a cool Kefka deck tech and a few other things. So if that sounds like something fun, if you want to hear me yap, hopefully with better audio levels, then definitely recommend checking that out as well. Yeah. Appreciate any follows, subscribe on any and every platform here, especially as we inch ever closer to 50 followers on TikTok. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to call it for the evening. My throat's getting a little bit dry as well. Hopefully, if you're still hanging around, appreciate everyone that's watched. If you're watching the VOD later, thanks for watching this. Hopefully, me poking around a little bit on Standard was a fun time. And I will catch everybody later.